There are two sync-hit bands that went the greatest, unfortunately, went downhill. Their downfalls include Asking Alexandria and Woe Is Me. As for Asking Alexandria, they rose to popularity at its finest, leading that Danny Wornsnop joined the band in 2015 that this issue has been resolved. For guessing that Danny Wornsnop, who's just wanted to bring back this old school rock and roll music, or even altitudes. Now, when Danny Wornsnop left the band, it was caused by the unrest in his home. He eventually confirmed that he won't be returning to Asking Alexandria ever. Reasons is like pre-recorded backing tracks being played. It's like Danny Wornsnop is like to lip sync songs. It started out this whole issue beginning in 2022. It made it on its way to later shows, but they may have recovered. But there's unfortunate bad news. Their touring lineup, one of the lead guitarists, and their drummer, who had to unite to provide backing singing, as in like doing harsh vocals for Danny Wornsnop not going to handle the harsh vocals because he would rather do regular singing. That's something. But however, as for Woe Is Me, it has gone downward since 2011 in the middle section. The middle is like the mid 2011. All the way to the percent. It's not looking good. How can you ever tell? It's never your business. To be honest, it's never going to be the greatest Woe Is Me adventures ever. Because back when they started in 2009, they got the greatest lead guitarist, Tim Sherlock. When Tim Sherlock left the band, they have Jack Landau and Jeffrey Higgins play his lead guitar parts really well. By Jeffrey Higgins, it's likely they only recorded one song, Fame Over Device. When Jeffrey Higgins left the band, they resort to backing track the lead guitar parts. They would never stop using it until they got a proper lead guitarist. When they hire a lead guitarist, they'll erase it for good. However, this is some false advertising or just misleading. When Andrew Paiano from Abandon All Ships, brother of Daniel Paiano, joined the band, he only did one part of Tim Sherlock parts. The rest is backing tracking the lead guitar parts from the first standard album, not the deluxe album section. It's mainly that he can perform his lead guitar parts in Woe Is Me really well. By the time Woe Is Me member Andrew Paiano left the band in emergency in 2013, by Warped Tour 2013, it is like you had to select the lead guitar backing tracks again. No kidding, cause Brian Medley, back in 2012, he joined, has switched from bass guitar to lead guitar parts. Did he do what Andrew Paiano did? He did, so that's a yes. Unfortunately, he can't play Tim Sherlock's lead parts, not even the biggest hit single and Deliverance. Why? Just like the leaflets is like your manicure religion. Also, only 2 singles off the first album. I just don't appreciate it. By the time Hance Alligood left the band decided to disband. It wasn't until like almost a decade, 9 years later, in 2022, they decided to reform the band. Guess what? You got some good news. Andrew Paiano may be lucky. However, Since the first show back in 2022, Andrew Paiano played an additional lead part in our numbers. I mentioned that back when he joined the band in like, let's say in August 2011 or something like that. But it's gotta be there because at least RTM Concerts had posted one of their performances. And did it went well? Unfortunately, they didn't. Has like Juliet, something like that. You're gonna mislead it. You'll be fine if you like count participation. For that, it must be like, Woe Is Me is like starting the diss track section, where Michael Bonner is like writing down which are the hypocrites. What a mess. He had to join Issues, but Issues had all disbanded. There ain't no man, that's outrageous, joined the band. Well, Austin Farlow got kicked out in 2012. It's like they want to write material the band members, the rest of them, don't like. They had a better one. David Engle is like the best. It was just like, who knows? Now let's get to the bottom of this. Why does Woe Is Me continue to fail over this? You're no longer backtracking the lead guitar parts. Maybe you could barely hear them in songs like And the Eloquence and most oftenly Manic Religion. How did you ever not do it? Hell or High Water, no lead guitar parts. So you brought back the song called I, which you performed it in like 2012. No, you didn't. You performed it in 2010. 2012 might be lucky, but that's the midsection. Unfortunately, you had to blow it up. You had to shorten the song in 2022, starting at that. Anytime Andrew Paiano plays the song, you couldn't play all the lead guitar parts that Tim Shaw wrote on the album song. It's not like mentioning the sentence, the letter I. It's gotta be the vowel of justice. Well, your own personal man. 2010, lucky. You only played I in 2010. I'm just letting you know. Why is Woe Is Me so immature? So when anyone dares to criticize Woe Is Me, including Andrew Paiano, for not spending time trying to learn all the 10 shout parts, the band members don't fire him for Andrew Paiano's lack of interest and not playing the first album's Tim Shaw's lead guitar parts. I don't like you. This reunion that Woe Is Me had sucked. I'm done. Just don't ever do this. If you want to have a proper reunion, do something. Many bands from the Scene Kid era can go downhill if they're not paying attention, or they can fade into obscurity. Well, if this has a light there, the issue is like, you're going through the redness. That's a VIP ticket. Of course, that DJ here was loving the mix and match. You have the As I Lie Dying song selections, the band, and then you have the rest of it. The red mix. Danny, I just don't believe it. I'll say this video is enough. Let's see how you